Hello, it's the Long Haul Gamer. I want to welcome you back to my channel and my Let's Play series in Galacticraft, Episode 5. Off camera, once again, I have been doing a lot of resource gathering, mainly this time focusing on farming. As you can see, I now have a very large crowd, or a herd of cows, so I have plenty of leather for all my item frames, such as these. I also shrunk down the size of my pens for my pigs and chickens since I don't need those nearly as much as I do for my sheep or my cows. I also completely finished the walkway around the entire outside. So as you can see, I extended out 2 blocks, put a fence up or a wall up, and lit it with torches. So here you can kind of get a better idea of the size of how I enlarged the areas for my flock of sheep and my herd of cows. Earlier I did mention that I would be using stairs on the outside. I also built a bridge across the water here. I just basically to make my entranceway look more grand. So we'll go out there. So as you can see, this is what it looks like when you use stairs up top. I think it looks really good. So added stairs down here, expanded my growing area just slightly. I just got shot by something. There's an archer right there. Got him. So anyways, expanded my growing area here. So I needed more wheat for growing out my herd of cows. It took me forever to find a pair of cows to start that flock. That was pretty frustrating. I also started growing my sugar cane. I really improved that area. Figured I might as well collect it while I'm here. And of course, some always goes in the water. Well, actually not that much. I did forget that you could only do 1 wide for sugar cane. Has to be right next to the water. So I put sand down to trying to do 2 wide initially. I use the same step method to build my bridge. I always think it looks pretty good like that. You know, in a corner block, you know, kind of even makes that nice little indent to make it transition. You know, just a simple bridge. Going to really nothing right now, but I like it. And then finally, close all my doors behind me. Now in my production area, as you can see, I completely finished sorting out everything. I moved my materials over, like my metals over, a couple more blocks. Made more blocks for stuff, because I completely forgot I had stuff like ender eyes, flint, sulfur, you know, clay. That's some salt. I even added one for wool, which is right there. So, you know, I have wool storage. And then here's all my metals. I do have some alloys in here. So, like, for instance, this one is bronze. This is that aluma brass that I use for making molds or cast. And that's that singulum, however you want to say that. Over here, I did upgrade some of my filters with that singulum to make more room. So for instance, this is my harvested crops, I guess you could call them. You know, and the seeds for them. There's my cooked meats and there's my raw meats over here. Wood and saplings. And then I even made one for flowers because I, you know, was getting a decent amount of flowers junking up my inventory. So of course, once again, all we do is put them right here. So here's that stuff I collected, and they will go over in the correct storage containers. Down here, I changed this around just a little bit. The reason you see this like U-shaped loop here is because there is one kind of aluminum, this one right here. When you sift stuff, you get 2 different aluminums. And for some reason, this aluminum ore right here will not run through the crusher you can't make a powder out of this aluminum. So that's just a bypass for this one. So it comes up here, goes directly into this crate for cooking. So that one doesn't double. There, you can see it going there, you know. And then over here, I lowered this one a bit so that now if I put ingots into here, they'll come down into this, and then they'll go right back to their respective, compressor in order to make blocks. So if I create something in the crafting table, you know, same with this one. That's the other one for the precious metals that go into this one. But that's pretty much the same. So of course I have excluded all of them from there so they don't go anywhere. Blacklisted them. Besides that, nothing has really changed that much. Like I said, I spent a lot of time trying to get my herd of cows up. I doubled the size of my power, so I went way overboard. As you can see, like, all these are full charge, which means I have way too much power right now. But that's a good thing. You can't have too much power, really. So that's all I've really done in the off time. I also moved all my crafting tables. You might have noticed. So I guess there was one more thing. This is now empty up here, besides my lone bed. And I moved that all down to this level. I also moved my pulverizer over to the wall above my crafting tables. And I added 3 more of them, so I have 4 total now, which should be enough. And then I also built 2 more powered furnaces. And I forgot I had some crucibles cooking. But anyway, so I have 2 powered furnaces here. I just embedded them in the wall. Try to make everything sleek. Sorry, my phone's ringing. Oh, missed a call. Oh well. I actually created originally, I had 6 powered furnaces. Up against that wall, and I realized that was just way overkill. Might as well just place these these crucibles. I have them. I might as well hook them up. So I still don't have enough servos on these. I did create a whole bunch though, so let's grab some servos. I don't think I have a real need for them right now for all that lava. But once again, I have them. I might as well use them. So, oh, finished items. Duh. So, as you can see, I've been trying to put my armor back on. I've been trying to clean up everything. All the way down to basement level 4. I know I have some over here that I didn't use yet. Power on, ignored, which means they're always on. Oh, I have plenty of servos. And this should be enough power and lava that I probably won't have to do much addition to power or lava gen anymore, because this is a lot of lava and this is a lot of power gen up the next level up. But like I say, we have the servos, we had the materials, we might as well use it. So yeah, I don't think there's ever any issue. These are the last, you know, just kind of periodically checking. Yeah, see, look at none of these had any kind of deficit as far as lava, so I was probably producing enough lava without those servos connected, but we might as well connect them. Just like power, never hurts to have too much lava. So I also did discover something. As you can see, I have a beacon here. My original marker for my base was just outside the wall, but I saw someone mention in another video that you could teleport to any beacon. So you hit J to open up your map, and then you hit this little like waypoint icon, the little diamond, and you could actually hit these teleports. So teleport, And that's where my new base is, or beacon is set up, so it just bumps you right up to the top level. Which is really handy now that I know about it. I don't think you can go from realm to realm. But anyways, what we need is, we're going to really get into the fun stuff this episode. And that means building material, or the items required to get up to the rocket tier. So let's go in here, type in rocket, and we're going to need a tier 1 rocket right here. And as you can see, for the tier 1 rocket, we're going to need these heavy duty plates. And for that, we're going to need an electric compressor, or a compressor in general. And to make those, we're going to need compressed steel, compressed aluminum, and compressed bronze. So, steel. First thing, let's just start cooking some steel up. Steel is an extremely easy recipe. Actually, I'm just going to take that whole stack. I'm going to make a lot of steel. Because steel, all it requires, it's a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 coal for every iron. So with this, I'll make 32 iron and 64 coal. And once again, it is easiest just to make this in the big old smeltery we have. So we'll open this up. Nothing's in here. Good. Add our aluminum or our iron, and add our coal. And as you can see, the liquefied coal instantly liquefies. So we'll let that run. That will be the main use for coal. We'll go through a ton of coal making steel in this game. But steel is used for every rocket ship requires a lot of steel. The material demands for every rocket just go up and up dramatically per tier. So anyways, back to rockets. Like I said, we're gonna, nose cones, once again, those also require more heavy duty plates. The fins, more heavy duty plates and some steel plates. And then finally, the engine requires more heavy duty plates and some other things. So we're going to need a compressor. We're going to need several compressors. Eventually I'll want to have probably about 4. So electric compressor is the one we want, but we're going to need compressed steel to get that. So we're going to have to start with a basic compressor. It burns coal or any burnable fuel to make it. So as you can see, we're going to need aluminum, an anvil, which is just 3 blocks of iron and 4 pieces of iron. So go back to compressor. I'm going to just type in compressor down here so I don't have to keep on going through that. Whoops. How am I spelling that wrong? Jeez. There's 2 S's. Okay, so compressor. So we need a copper, aluminum, anvil, but we need a wafer. So to create a wafer, as you can see, we need diamond, silicone, redstone, and a redstone torch, but we need to run it through the circuit fabricator. So this is actually the very first thing we're going to need. This requires a furnace, a couple buttons, which is just stone, or a lever. Yeah, so this is actually a simple one. We have aluminum wire. We're going to need 2 aluminum wire, which I have plenty of. We're going to need some stone. Now, this is the huge benefit of having electric furnace. If you click this button right here, auto split, I have it on. So, and I just realized why I've been clicking stuff. My thumb is actually hitting the D-pad. So if you have this lit up green, by default it's red. It'll just do 1 for 1, or 1 for 1. But anyways, For okay, so like if you that's the default right there. If I were to add something, or to add it all just to one of these spots. But if you have it turned on green, it'll split them evenly. So it's kind of a handy little thing. Okay, so we have our 2 buttons. We have 2 wires. We need a furnace. We need a lever, which I believe is just a cobblestone and a stick. Yep, that's correct. Let's see. What else did we need? Oh, and then all we need is some aluminum ingots. So, go over to our wall, and this one right here, I believe, is the aluminum. Yep. So, grab a block of aluminum. Take it over to our crafting table. There, we got aluminum. Wafer, circuit fabricator, and there we go. We got our circuit fabricator. Let's put that. That's pretty far away. I think this might be one of the tricky ones that you have to. Yep. See how it has this green dot on one side? The power has to run in through that side. So we can't like really stick it in a wall or anything like that. So let's break that. And while we're at it, I'm actually going to make 2 of these. Because they're not the fastest. They're not the fastest rate of manufacture in the game, or they're slow. They're just slow. That's what I was trying to say. So we're gonna need 2 more buttons. So it always helps to have a couple of them. So I already have power running over there for that. But I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to put circuit fabricator here. And then I'll make a second one here real quick. We got our lever. Oh, we don't have any redstone in there. So grab a block of redstone. Whoops, just doing my inventory since I have something on the crafting table. And what else do I need? Am I missing anything? I said I'm missing buttons and wire. Oh wait, I have my stone so I can make my buttons. And finished items, 2 more wires. So I know this is like the long way to go to get to the recipe, but with my typing skills, it's probably better just to take my time. Okay, so now we have 2 circuit fabricators, and we're gonna need let's grab the rest of that wire. And since it has to go into, see like how it automatically connects, if I put it here, you see it won't even run a wire to the machine. So, and we'll just go straight down. Connect it to the power grid down here. And I'm going to use that brick to patch that hole that I never have patched before. Okay, so those should be powered up now. Yep, as you can see, the power is rising in them. Now, to get that basic wafer, let's look at the recipe again. So we're going to need a diamond, we're going to need silicone, redstone, and redstone torches. Now silicone is a little bit harder to get. And I don't believe I have any anywhere. I don't know how I could have any. Nope, I do not. So, let's go back to the recipe. We want the raw silicone. It's the easiest to get. As you can see, these are all just blocks of silicone, so those are no good. Silicone ore. Nope, we don't have any silicone ore. So we could run it through a crusher. And this is a different crusher than we had before. We could run sand through it. However, I like to use the sag mills. Manufacturing. I think I use this later on, but sag mills are handy. See, once again, for this one, we're not going to put sand. We're going to put clay in. So, which clay is easy enough to come by, and it outputs clay pieces and raw silicone, 80% drop rate. So pretty much for every block of clay, we get 2. We get an 80% chance of getting 2 clay or 2 silicone. So sag mill, there's simple sag mill, and the enchanted sag mill. We're going to start with the simple one. It's real simple to make. It says simple machine chassis. So we're going to need grains of infinity. Oh boy. I said it was simple, and we don't I thought we had grains of infinity for some reason. Huh. Let's just do sag mill. Okay, so simple sag mill. Oh, that's the advanced one, simple sag mill. See, and then once we go to the advanced sag mill, we could use our simple sag mill and basically just upgrade it with dark steel and dark bimetal gears and other stuff. But for now, we're just going to do a simple sag mill. Where do we get grains of infinity? From sifting dust into diamond. What am I thought I already had a diamond going. Huh. No, I don't, because I wanted glowstone, so I do not have any. Okay, I'm just looking how much string I have for a new mesh. Whoops, that's our bone blocks. We want wool. So I already have 4. So just go to one of our trusty pulverizers. Whoops. Actually, I have 2. Might as well use 2. So we're going to have to make a new filter, or mesh, and we'll probably replace our normal string mesh in one of our dust ones until we get grains of infinity with a diamond one. And then I need 1 more of these. Same old recipe as always. Wait a minute, I just realized something. I have compressed flint here and normal flint here. I need to get rid of this block, because I shouldn't be even having any flint. So I just realized I could open up a spot on my wall there. Not that it matters. And then we're going to need some iron. So this is the iron one right here. And break that into 9. And diamond. One of the great benefits of having so many auto hammer, auto sieves working on gravel is we are getting a ton of diamond. Okay, so let's go put our diamond mesh, and hopefully we won't have to wait too long in order to get some grains of infinity. So we'll replace a normal string mesh, which is currently there just for bone, but we already have quite a bit of bone. So pop that out, pop that one in. And actually, let's watch it. Maybe we could grab a grain of infinity. I don't know what the drop rate is. Let's see. Since I don't have a storage box for it, let's see. I imagine. I don't know. I'm worried about it trying to compress, and I don't know if grains of infinity are compressible. Here, I'm gonna throw my extra diamonds and flint and redstone in there. Still getting some bone meal, so that hasn't completely run its course. You know what I'm actually going to do, just to play it safe, is I'm going to bust that item tube right there. Did I get it? Yeah, okay, there it is. So that we could just watch this for specifically getting the Grains of Infinity. Like I say, bone meal is not nearly as important now. We really do have enough crucibles, which is the main use of bone meals for crucibles. The second use is for growing. I got a fairly good size herd of sheep. Well, my sheep herd is actually huge. Or my flock of sheep is huge. My herd of cows is pretty big, so I'm not going to need a ton of grain like I originally thought I would need, which is why I had so much. Off camera, 90% of my bone meal was used for just speeding up the process of growing wheat, so I could enhance or grow my my herd of cows. All I really need right now is two. One for the filter, well, one really, just to put it in the filters. In a second one, so I could replace that flint icon, because that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to replace that flint spot on my wall with a grain of infinity. I know I'm rambling and trying to talk fast, or am talking really fast right now, and I do apologize for that. I hope I'm not flying through this stuff real fast. But this is the part of Galacticraft that I love. I love building some of these advanced machines, because usually to get the one you need, you have to build 3 or 4 other machines, which, as you can see, we needed, because the whole goal of this was to build a compressor to compress iron and steel, or compress steel, and make the rocket ship. Well, compressed steel, bronze, and aluminum were the 3 we need to make heavy steel. And in order to do that, as you saw, we needed, whoops, I threw my pickaxe. We needed a sag mill. We needed the wafers, you know, which required something else. But anyways, talk about steel. Let's start pouring some of these steels out. So as you saw, we had 32 blocks worth. So 32 blocks of iron and 64 blocks of coal. So for just based on how much iron you put in. I really should have done this Grains of Infinity off camera, but I completely forgot that we don't have any. Steel takes about as long as iron to cool. Oh, come on. I know by the time I turn around, that's probably going to cool. Come on. Come on, cool. There we go. And of course, we're going to have to make a spot on our wall now for steel. Eventually, I'm going to put some item ducts underneath here with servos attached to the bottom of these basins. So it'll automatically pull the blocks out of the basins. And then, of course, I'll pipe it all probably underground. And then have it come up into this system so that it will automatically just pour into the wall sorting system. Man, Grains of Infinity must have a very low drop rate. Let's look what the drop rate is. 1%. Yeah, no wonder we haven't got any yet. It's a 1% drop rate. So I really should have had a diamond mesh running for a long time in this. But everything is at full power, so it should be, or it should be at full power, yep. So it's going as fast as it can. Actually, we can speed this up. And the simple way to do that is add more diamond hammers to our auto hammers. There's a spot where you could add up to 2 more per auto hammer. The downside is that they will be consumed, so they won't last forever. So let's grab 2 blocks. I'll make a total of 9 hammers. because it'll give us 18 diamonds. And of course, I don't have enough sticks. Because I need 18 sticks. So I need to grab some wood off the wall. Let's see. I'll just grab 2. I'll make lots of sticks. We'll go through them. So 2 pieces of wood, of course, is 16.6. Okay, so let's speed this process up. Whoops. Keep on click dragging. There's 9 more diamond hammers. So that will speed up the auto hammers. To speed up the auto sieves, you actually just feed them. I'm just seeing what I have in my food reserves. Yeah, I only have 10. I don't have a ton of food right now. Oh, but I do have a ton of raw beef. Okay, so let's take these steaks. Put them down here. So to feed them, all you do is just take your food in your hand and right click. And you'll see, as you can see, comparing this one to this one, how much faster it's going. Now you open up there, see these are the 2 spots for hammers. So let's add 1 extra hammer. And as you can see, even on the icon, there's now 2 hammers in there working instead of 1. Or, not icon, but the... Now, the auto sieves naturally won't be able to keep up with all this production, but it'll just kind of create a reserve of stuff like dust and sand. So if we do need it for anything else, we could just go rob it. And the food, of course, wears out fairly fast, so you have to keep on feeding it. The better the food, the longer it lasts. So steak is a really good food, so it lasts a long time. As you can see, I've only gone through 2 steaks this entire time here. Let's see, any grains of infinity yet? Nope. So I guess we'll watch this for a while. Like I said, I don't know if grains of infinity will compress. You know, if off chance, let's see if I did by any chance get any in here. Is it in the compressor? Nope. So that means it would be there if it wasn't. So no grains of infinity showing up anywhere. We'll be slow again. More steak. Wow, this is taking a long time to get grains of infinity. I'm sorry about that. I really did not plan ahead for that. Collect some more steel. Come on, grains of infinity. I'm stealing this stuff out of here just because I'm bored. And putting it in there to filter and cook and whatever else. A stupid sky stone dust. Really is not much use for that. I do believe though if we make sky stone and crush it, you can put it through a sifter, or you can sift it and get something out of it. I forget. So let's look at the loot table while we're waiting. Okay. Oh, there's crushed sky stone dust right there. So through a string mesh, you get Certus quartz seeds. Same with iron or flint stiffened. 1%, 1%. If you used, okay, so if you used iron stiffened, you could get full crystals. If you use diamond, you could get charged Certus crystals. I don't really know any use for those. Here, let's click those. Let's see what some of the uses are. To make capacity cards. I think that's for open computers. Nope, it's for applied engineering, huh? Charge staff. Energy cells. So there must be some kind of mystic stuff going on in this mod pack that I've never played around with. Wireless boosters. Blank pattern. Huh. Well, I claimed I wasn't gonna, or I was not planning on doing this in this episode. I figured I'd just have a straight playthrough with no breaks, but I am gonna take a break. We're gonna let this run for a while. Get a couple pieces of infinity, whatever, grains of infinity, I think that's called. Is that what it is? Yeah, grains of infinity. So, oh, never mind. There's one right there. Perfect. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. So, let's do the filters here first. So this is the blacklist, so we don't want it to go down there, but we want it to go through here, whitelisted straight ahead. Awesome. Now, let's go up to our wall. Modify this filter with the flint. So just, whoops, right click it, remove flint, add grains of infinity. And then I'm going to steal all the flint out of there since this will now be grains of infinity. Whoops, I didn't mean to break that. Oh well, doesn't matter. And that'll be great where grains of infinity go. Sometimes those are really annoying. Okay, and I forgot to put the pipe back. So, I guess I will not have to break that up. This episode up. So we got our 1 grain of infinity. Grains of infinity. Kind of feels weird to say 1 grains. So, all this to create a sag mill. Simple sag mill at that. So, we also need some iron bars and then some normal iron. So we're going to need some iron, obviously. Let's get 2 blocks worth. That should be enough. Not that it matters because we just feed it back through the compressors. So of course iron bars, it's a vanilla Minecraft item. It's just 6 iron ingots, make 16. And I think they were in the corners. Like that. Hey look, there's a grating, whatever that is. Let's just use the recipe. There we go. And then what else do we need? We need some flint that I just threw down to be compressed. I got some achievement there. I didn't pay any attention to what it was. And what else do we need? Stone gears, and as you can see there's multiple stone gears. I think this is the one we want. Yep, it's the simplest one, just 5 pieces of stone. So we need 2 of those. I know I shift clicked it so I could have made up to 5. We don't need 5. And a piston, and we're missing wood and redstone. Achievement made, geologically mechanical. Let's just make a lot of wood planks. We'll use them. I mean, that's not a ton. 6, that's only 24. Whoops. And redstone. See how nice it is just to have a handy little wall of materials? At least I think it's pretty handy. Okay. Oop, we need to make the piston first. Okay, piston done. That should be it. Yes, nothing glowed red. So this sag mill, let's put it here. I don't know power requirements for this. Okay, so let's see. This is 3 over from that from that power cable. So let's go hook it up. So I said 3 over, right? Yes. Yeah, because this is where my wafers are going to be made. So this is where my sag mill is. Yes, it is. Awesome. So nice when things are working out. And I believe you could pipe power into a sag mill from anywhere. Yes. Okay, so now we need sand. Or no, we need clay for the sag mill. I do not know how much clay I have. 28, not a whole lot. Because that only makes 7 blocks. So, put those 7 blocks in there. And let's see what we get. We really only need 2, because all we need is 1 wafer. And there's 2 right there. I believe the drop rate was 80% chance of 2. And as you see, we're getting clay pieces out of there. So what I always do is once I get 4, I take them and I just make another block of clay and feed it right back through there. I'm not going to do that with all this clay for now, though, just because I don't feel we already have enough silicone, raw silicone, so it doesn't really matter. Two more blocks, because one disappears while it's already running through the sag mill. Okay, I'm just looking through here real quick. Perfect, actually. What I'm looking at is just like these, the circuit fabricators, the compressors need power running in through the side like that. So, power running up here, power running up here, and that will still give us like a little bit of separation between components. This placement's actually really good, but we need wafers now, and for that we're gonna need more. How much silicone do we have? 14. Okay. I wish we actually had a little bit more, but I'm gonna need lots of redstone for this. Okay, that's too much. Let's just break 3. Not that big of a deal, because we can always just, like I said, run it through again and recompress it. Let's make 9 torches. And you know what? Let's try to get to 18 silicone. So let's run some of this clay back through. Like I said, we're going to need 9 then, since we have 9 torches. And we're going to need a block of diamond, because we're going to need 9 pieces of diamond. Because it requires, each recipe requires 1 diamond, 1 redstone torches, and 2 pieces of silicone to make a wafer. And we got it. Perfect. We got 20 now. So that will be another item on the wall, another chest spot. So just right click these in here. It'll go in the correct spot. It'll even split those into 9. And this, as you can see, it's not so fast. But let's add a spot for silicone. Grab a chest. Whoops, that's in its finished items. Actually getting low on, let's put some of these wires and stuff back. I only need 1 more item frame at the moment. So that is set for silicone. So put our storage crate there. Put that. Whoops. It's not shift clicking. Now we could run silicone through a compressor too. We will not ever have enough silicone really to worry about that though. clay back through. Any chance we have any grains of infinity in here? Nope. Just so I could put one in the item frame. And let's see where we are. Oh yeah, I forgot. Every one of these recipes makes 3 basic wafers. After basics, the more of all the other wafers, we create 1 instead of 3. But for the basic wafers, we do get an output of 3 per cycle. But these basic wafers are used in a ton of stuff. So it's no big deal having too many wafers. We'll use them all eventually. So, all this was for the compressor, right? Yes. Sir, right there. So we have the iron, or we have the wafer. We need copper. We need 1 more ingot of aluminum, and we need anvil. So we have some iron, but we don't need some iron blocks. So 3 iron blocks. We need some more aluminum. So the recipe, once again, for the anvil is just as simple like that. 3 blocks on the top and then 4 to make the stand. And that should be all the requirements we need for our basic compressor. Whoops, nope, I still don't have copper. This is the copper chest right here. As you can see, we have a couple different kinds of copper in there. And there is our compressor. As I mentioned, this one actually requires fuel. So, let's grab some coal. Actually, let's not grab coal. Let's grab some charcoal that we have. I don't think it requires too much fuel. And we're going to make steel. So let's just break all this steel up. So add some fuel. And now this requires 2 pieces. So to split it like that to create 1. And this this fuel burning one, this basic compressor, is very slow. Actually, tell you the truth, it's probably just as fast as the normal compressor. They're all real slow. That's why I usually build I usually start off with 1, and then by the time I'm getting probably to tier 2 or tier 3 rockets even, I usually have 4 to 6 of these built, so I could just compress multiple things at once. And actually, as I say that, for electric compressor, what do we need? So we need some advanced wafers, wire. We could use this basic compressor. Awesome. Some tin. So we need 4 steel. We have 4 steel. We're going to need to compress some tin. Do we have any tin in our inventory? Nope. It's top. Left one is tin. Grab some tin. As you saw, most of these recipes, when there's a basic version, can just be upgraded into a full-fledged version. So I'm not even going to add another piece of charcoal. I'm just going to let this burn out. This will probably be the last piece it makes before it runs out of power. Well, maybe. Let's see if it has enough power to make 1 more. That actually makes sense because it'd make 8 steel per piece of fuel, kind of like a furnace. Yep, okay. So it's not bad really using these fueled ones, but why use fueled when you could use oh shoot, I say that and I just realized that I don't have any tin, compressed tin, so I'm gonna have to use that fuel to make tin. And since it makes 8, I might as well just make 8 compressed tins. So that means more ingots. Okay, and advanced wafers. What do we need for advanced wafers? Same thing. So silicone, diamonds, redstone, and then redstone repeaters though. So we need, let's just do 9, keeping it all even. So we have to run more sand through the sag mill. Let's go steal some sand, or clay. Shoot. We're gonna have to go dig out some clay. And it is night. So take a quick nap here. Actually, let's go off in this direction. Wait, no, I think I already harvested all the clay out of that area. So let's go this direction. All these river basins I've pretty much already stripped of all the useful clay. But I know there's water all around here. Such as this little pool here. I doubt this has any clay in it, but let's check it. Nope. Oh wait, there's some clay. How much clay did it give us? Oh, it gave us over a stack of clay. And there's someone trying to kill me. Where are you? Oh jeez. I was really low on health. You know what? Let's use our waypoint. Whoa. There's a little lag there. Teleport. Hey. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best idea because now I have a zombie right over my grave, so I can't get my weapon. Come on, come get me. Come away from my grave. Get away from my grave. Come here, you little bastard. Man, this is a little evasive little mob there. But we need more. If I'm out here harvesting clay, I'm going to harvest some clay. Okay, let's see what this body of water has. It's easier going to water. There's some clay right there. And how much do we have now? We have 1 stack there. About 2.5 stacks. That should be enough for now. Use our waypoints again, even though we're not that far away. It is so much faster. Teleport. Kind of feels like I'm cheating when I do that. I'm not going to lie. Let's see. Make some clay blocks. So that gave us 38 blocks. Once again, we only need, we're going to need 18 pieces of silicone. That will give us a lot more than 18. And we're going to need some stone. I don't have a lot of stone in there, but I have a whole chest full of cobblestone. So let's go grab some of that. I know it's all the way in the bottom level, but it's right by the stairs. Let's just grab a whole bunch of stone. Cobblestone. I'm not going to cook this all up. I'm just going to use it for my... Oops, I don't have an inventory to pick up that steel. I'm only going to cook up 1 stack. The rest of it, I'm just going to put back in my filter system, so that I have plenty of stone on that wall for the future. So for in here, I'm going to split it, put it in there, automatically split it to 16. That way we'll cook up everything nice and fast. So we'll have a full stack of stone. let's see, what did we need? We needed redstone repeaters. So we need 2 redstone torches and a piece of redstone. So we're going to need 27. We have 17. So we're going to need 2 more blocks of redstone. Break it up. How are we on sticks? We don't have really any sticks. So we're going to need 18 torches. That'll give us 20 right there. So 18, and then we'll have 9. Okay. Let's see, where are we? Okay, that's enough stone. Wafer, redstone repeater, and there's 9 of those. Oh, and we're going to need 1 more redstone. So just take another block's worth. We're going to need some diamond again. A block's worth of diamond. And we're going to need our 18 silicone, which we have 20. Perfect. Break these up. And we're going to feed them through here, get our basic wafers out. So there's those, that. Our redstone repeaters, we only need 9 of those. And we'll let those go. I could have split those up even more. Since I do have 2 circuit fabricators. But all I need is 1 right now, and then I'll just let it run to create the other 8. Okay. We have our advanced wafer. There's nothing in here but cobble or tin. So let's break this up and convert it into a powered one. So electric compressor right there is the one we want, since it has the compressor, the old compressor wire, the steel. Whoops, I don't have any wire on me. Grab some wire. And now for other ones, we're going to need a piece of compressed bronze instead of tin, and an anvil instead of an old compressor. So let's grab, let's see, do we have 4 pieces of iron? Exactly 4 pieces. Perfect. 3 blocks and some bronze. Grab some bronze, even though we don't have the compressor running to compress them yet. We will once I place and power this one. So right there, power comes through this side. So I'll just run some power down, connect it to this wire. Whoops, I went down too far. And now that has some power, put some bronze in there. And I'm going to go clean this up a little bit. Since we have power now running to the compressor from the side, we don't need it there. So we could patch that hole up. And everything should still be powered. Get all our clay and junk out of there. I'm going to grab more iron. Because while I'm here, I might as well make more compressors. So electric compressors, anvil. I want 2 more. Whoops. So now we have 3 anvils, enough to make 3 compressors. Let's get more of our basic wafers, or advanced wafers, out. And let's see. We have enough for 1 more because we don't have steel plates. But that's why we have a second compressor now. Power it. And steel. And might as well split that up and just run all that steel right through there. we have to run through an ungodly amount of steel through compressors in this mod pack. Every heavy duty plate or heavy plate to make the tier 1 rocket requires 2 pieces of compressed steel. To give you an example, let's type it in. So here's our schematic. So we're going to need 8 pieces right there. So that's 16 pieces of steel, compressed steel, or steel. No, 16 pieces of compressed steel, sorry. You know, then there's 4 more per fin, so that's another 8. Another 4 here, so that's, you know, just as you can see, it's ungodly how much stuff we're going to have to compress. Get those. Okay, there's enough. We now have 18. And I should have left that as compressor, so I just simply compress. Right there. Make 2 more. Move the steel out of the way. I'm not gonna lie, it usually takes me a lot longer to get to the point where I actually have 4 working compressors. This is kind of like a novel ideal to me to make them all right off the bat. Run power. Essentially, there's some other little things we'll need, but these 3 different kinds of machines, the circuit fabricator, the sag mill, and the compressors, are what is going to allow us to create rockets. I mean, there's still some other stuff we'll need. You know, we're going to have to create a fuel source, and that's pretty much it. So now that we got all this stuff running, I'm going to end the episode here, right about an hour, really close to exactly an hour. Off camera, I'm going to compress steel, aluminum, and bronze. I won't compress them any farther from there, even though the recipe is super simple. Well, you know what? I already have compressed bronze, I have compressed steel. Let's compress some aluminum real fast. Let's see, this one right here is aluminum. Yeah, let's make some aluminum real quick here. That's probably way too much aluminum ingots. But, let's get some aluminum going. Let's see, do I have aluminum here too? Yes. Okay, so that's idle. That one's making steel. Okay, so now we got all the requirements for heavy plate. Whoa. Let's just do rocket. Can't type today. So, as you can see, we need 2 pieces of compressed steel, 2 pieces of compressed aluminum, and 2 pieces of compressed bronze. It actually does make 2, so I'm not that worried about it. So, bronze, aluminum, and then steel. That's simple. This actually does output 2. So, I was wrong before. I was overreacting. So, I need, for the rocket, I need probably, here, let's see real quick. Okay, this requires 3, 4, 4, 4, and 4, and 4. So this is, let's see, 12, no, 20. 5 times 4 is 20, obviously. So 20, then another 8, so 28. And then 3 more, 31 pieces of heavy plate to make a rocket. So, and we got the first 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the episode here off camera. I am going to just be making a ton of bronze alloy, basically. Compressing all that stuff. The steel. So I'm going to be making more steel. So I'm going to be compressing steel, bronze, and aluminum, and making heavy plates. I won't build the rocket yet, of course, because I want to do that on camera. And I don't really... episode is already too long as it is. So I don't really feel like... extending this episode any longer than it already is. So we're almost there. Next episode, we will build our rocket, and we'll fuel our rocket. I'll even say that. I'll even go as far to say is that we will build everything we need to have a fully functional rocket at the end of the next episode. So I am super excited. I can't wait. Be safe out there and have a good one. Bye.